Good morning, everyone. So I am sitting in the car. I don't know quite where we're at. We left Reno, and I would have to say that I would love to go back to Reno. It just seemed like such a cool little town. I'm not a gambler, so never been attracted to it. So I don't think I've ever really wanted to go to Reno before, and I definitely have never wanted to go to Vegas because it just seems sticky and dirty. I don't know. Maybe not. Um, Again, I'm not into the gambling and slot machines and all of that. But Reno was different. So I thought it was pretty cool. I am sitting in the car doing my exchange, and it's a little bit difficult because it's cramped quarters. Let me show you. So basically the baby is there. Richie is here. That's my stuff, actually. Richie sits here. And I'm in the back seat. And we are at a McDonald's. And you guys know that I do not support McDonald's. But my bag is hanging here. Now, the cool thing is that Beth gave me this really long hook. Whoop, where are we at? There you go. Which is really great because in the bathrooms, when you drain this into the toilet, it works well because it's such a long thing. But in the car, and if I'm sitting next to it, it's not so great. But I am sitting next to it because yesterday I tried to do it from the front seat. And it really didn't work well because the front seat and having the bag hung back here, it hung so low that it didn't really allow a lot of the dextrose in me. Like it didn't drain enough in me. There was at least half went in, but then the rest of it was just sitting there. So I had to reach around and grab it, and then I pulled it to the front, and then I held it above my head because you're using gravity to help it pull it into you. And so that's what I ended up doing instead. And that worked out really well. So I don't know how it'll work with me right next to it like this because it's kind of like going down and then up and then down into my port and all of that. But hopefully it won't take forever because I need to do this within the time that they are inside McDonald's eating and taking a break from the car. So they can't be in the car when I do this either because it's just too chaotic and there's too many germs. I love the kids, but there's just way too many germs. So, anyways, I'm seeing a lot of really cool things. Donnie's not with me, so that's sad. Like I'm having a little bit of problems with that. But it's nice to travel with your grown adult kid and to see how he functions with his own family. Of course, it's great to have the kids and Charlie especially because he's so cute and, things are good. So I did notice there's a Safeway across the street. So I think I might walk over there and try to get me a little bit of breakfast if I'm hungry. I'm not really that hungry, really. So I don't know. Maybe I won't. But I did find a really cool coffee shop in Reno. It was about a block from the hotel. So on our way out of town, I asked Javi if he could please stop there. And I got me a Carmelito, something like that. It's really good. And it was family owned and a tiny little shop. So I really feel good about supporting local business like that. But we are actually in California. I can say that because we dip into California to get up to Oregon. And then from Oregon, we're going to hit Washington. So we have about probably 9 more hours to drive with 2 little kids. It's going to be interesting, but it's still going to be lots of fun trying to stay positive because it's a little bit cramped in here. And I realized how much my own personal alone time I get at home because even though I'm loud and weird, I'm not used to having other people loud and weird. So it's not a complaint. It's just kind of interesting. So I don't feel like this bag is moving very fast. Anyways, I'll talk to you soon. Take care. I'll be posting lots of pictures. For dialysis, actually, I am doing 2 exchanges while we travel because we're traveling such long distances and I'm not doing anything and I'm not even eating hardly anything. And so there's no point in doing a whole bunch, but I don't want to skip days, of course. So I'm just doing 2 exchanges instead of 3, and watching how much I'm pulling, and I'm really not pulling hardly anything. And the other thing about traveling is it's really easy to not want to become a pest, I guess. Like, I'm so thankful they brought water bottles because I did not. I don't know. I just assumed we would be making lots of stops, but I forgot, like with kids, if they're content, you don't really want to stop. You want to just keep going. So I am glad they brought water bottles. But I do know that I'm a little bit dehydrated. So I'm going to try to make sure that I drink some more water today as much as possible. So I'm watching this bag because it's taking a really long time to drain. And then I fixed this a little bit. So see, I hung it on the short one and I'm holding this one because it'll tip. Because again, you have to use gravity and it's not really too high above my head. So it doesn't really want to come out as much. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to let you go because I think I'm going to have to hold this bag above my head too because I don't want to take forever. And it's usually a 10-minute exchange right now, like, because I'm just filling. So it shouldn't take that long and I don't want to keep the kids unnecessarily inside McDonald's. So, okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, and just really quickly, just to verify or to clarify, I'm doing 2 exchanges traveling. So once I get to Carmi's house, I will do 3 exchanges every day that we're there, even if we're kind of going in and out of places and so forth, because I just feel like traveling, I'm not doing hardly anything to create extra toxins. It's like I'm putting in dialysis and pulling out the same stuff without pulling much of anything because I'm not doing anything and hardly eating anything. But then once I get there, then I will be able to do the 3 because we're going to go out to dinner and we're going to, hang out and do stuff and be more active. So that's why I chose to do that. Whether or not that's correct, I don't know. But the fact that I'm not missing an exchange day and I'm making sure I'm doing it is more important than skipping one. Like, I don't want to go a day without doing one. I don't think I've ever gone a day and just done one. Because there's still I still have to eat something. And so pulling that is necessary. I don't know. Maybe I'll get in trouble for not doing 3, but this is just what I'm going to try for now and see what happens. And then we'll see if I get in trouble or not. Because my prescription is set for 3 a day. And that's what I traveled with, is enough for 3 a day, except for the 2 days that I am traveling. So we'll see what happens. But I think I'm okay because, again, I'm not eating a whole lot. So I'm not really needing to pull a whole lot. It just kind of makes logical sense to me. But this is me. I'm not telling you what to do. Don't do what I do. Because I don't know that that's not bad for somebody else. You want to listen to what your doctor says and what your medical team wants you to do, because sometimes, I don't know, it just depends on you, I think, because that, at least that's what I'm basing my decisions on, because I know that I'm not going to eat McDonald's. Yuck. And I'm not eating fast food, greasy food, even though we travel. And I know a lot of people, when they travel, they will splurge or like, well, I'm traveling, so I'm going to eat whatever I want. And if that's you, that's you. And you make sure you do all your exchanges, but that's not me. It's almost like I'm more critical on what I consume when I travel. So that's also, I guess, how I justify just doing 2 exchanges today, because I'm really not going to eat McDonald's. Ugh. Wish my kids wouldn't. But it's their life, and then sometimes we all have to learn the hard way. So I just wanted to clarify that, because if you're not being particularly safe in what you're eating, then of course you have to do all your exchanges, however many there are, when you travel. But this is the decision I made because I'm very hyperly specific. In fact, I think I'm not going to go to Safeway because I'm really not hungry. It's like in my head, I think, oh, I should probably eat something. But on the other hand, I'm like, but am I hungry? No. So why am I going to eat anything? Anyways, that's a battle. That's what I faced today. It's gorgeous out. It's only like 41 though, so it's a little bit chilly. And it was a good idea that I held this bag above my head because I'm already done in like 5 minutes. So, yeah. All right. Have a good day. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.